Currently underway in Pretoria and is expected to pronounce on the names of preferred candidates to be voted for at the National Elective Conference later on this month. The Gauteng leadership has called for unity, peace and calm during the conference. Since nominations opened, the ANC in the province has openly pronounced Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa as their preferred candidate for party president. Hundreds of Gauteng delegates are attending the PGC to vote for the preferred candidates. Now, for more on the story, we will cross to our reporter Patricia Visagie, who is at Irene in Pretoria, where the Gauteng PGC is currently taking place. A very good afternoon to you, Patricia. Thank you so much for joining us. We believe that the Deputy President has arrived. Any update on that?
Good afternoon, Simpiwe, and to our viewers. Now, of course, there are a lot of reports that are suggesting that, but we have been asking some of the people that are, of course, dealing with the media here, and nobody has been able to confirm that information to us. So far, they told us they bear no knowledge of him being here. So I think it would be irresponsible for us at this stage to confirm it when the people who's actually supposed to give us that information don't come out and tell us that he is here, and there's no heightened security that suggests that he has arrived. Then no one has also seen any of his perhaps motorcade arriving, so I'm not sure exactly how we will be able to confirm that he is here. So I think let's give it some time and maybe the right information will come out. Spiwa?
Well, Gauteng has always made it clear that their preferred candidate was actually the Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa. So what are the officials there saying about this? Is he the person that they're going to nominate today?
Well, we have been asking that question since last night, whether the ANC members in Gauteng will stick to their guns, whether it is a matter that is, it's written in stone. They have made up their minds, and the majority of them is going for the Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa as their preferred candidate of the next ANC president. But with such gatherings, anything can happen. You don't know what are the numbers that will come out from, of course, the branches when they declare the nomination list this evening. So, yes, if we go by the sentiment that has been echoed building up to this three-day gathering, then one can say that perhaps all suggestions point in the direction that the delegates will be perhaps in majority voting for the Deputy President as their candidate. But as I said, there are, of course, those who prefer the other candidates, and we don't know how many of those numbers will be surfacing. But yes, perhaps if one has to go to what we observed last night during the official opening of this three-day meeting, with the majority of the delegates who, of course, united in song, who were chanting certain slogans, and just some of them that we were engaging with. I did not come across any that was suggesting any other name but the name of the Deputy President. But of course, there's only a few that I spoke to. I'm sure there's a whole lot of others who have their other preferred candidates. So if we take into consideration the mood that was prevailing yesterday throughout the day, even with some of them that we were engaging with, it seems like the first choice is definitely Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa, but it's all a waiting game. Of course, tonight at around 7 o'clock, the closed sessions will now come to an end, and the media will now officially be invited, and the IEC will also be present, and the official nomination part of this three-day gathering will then start. It is then that we will slowly but surely start seeing what actually are the branches in Gauteng saying. What is it that they have sent the message to be echoed here by the, of course, delegates that are presenting the various branches that are here. Now, we do know that you have over 400 delegates that are here from the 5 top branches in the province, of course. So it's a lot of people, and anything can happen. So I think before we jump the gun and we, spearhead the outcome of their preferred candidate, let's wait until 7 o'clock and see what is their position on this matter.
Now, Patricia, I do understand that it's quite difficult getting information at this point regarding the leadership nominees, but of all the provinces that have held their general councils already, the second in command, or the deputy presidency, Lindiwe Sisulu, has been touted as such, and there's others who've been recommended to be the second in command. So what is Gauteng's position with regards to that?
That's what we have always known, that Minister Lindiwe Sisulu has been pointed out as a possible candidate to, of course, be the so-called deputy president. But this morning we also heard other information that actually it seems like the majority of the delegates are actually preferring the treasurer, Dr. Zweli Mkhize, to perhaps stand in that position. So again, there you have it. We had information that Lindiwe Sisulu is perhaps the preferred candidate, and then other information comes out that Zweli Mkhize seems to actually also be top of that list, and that can change in the next hour or two. It's really, one of those situations that you have to take in with a lot of caution, and you need to also trust your sources, because at the end of the day we're getting information from other people, and those people can change their minds, and sometimes they're also getting mixed reaction from the people that they get information from. So a lot of information that's coming through social media is also going on with this and that, and I think for us to be responsible is to really wait and see what is the correct and factually right information that is coming out. For us to at this stage say that but the majority are going in this direction or that direction is perhaps not the right thing to do. But the one on the Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa, I think that one is something that we can stand firm on, and it's not just something that came out this morning, throughout the day, last night. It's really a position that the ANC in Gauteng has been strongly and firmly echoing for a very long time now, and a lot of them were actually also unapologetic to say that they will not back down on that information. And simply, as I said even earlier, that some of the reasoning that came out yesterday and even today as to why they feel that he is the right person. Yesterday we heard the ANC chairperson in Gauteng, Paul Mashatile, again urging the delegates, saying that it's time for them to do the right thing, even going as far as saying if they vote for leaders that support and believe in social ills such as state capture, then they have themselves to blame. He was urging the delegates to vote with their conscience, to nominate with their conscience, and he reiterated that it's important that they select leaders who've got the right political will, who lead with integrity, who lead with credibility, honesty and great discipline, saying that leaders who would actually put the people of South Africa first. And on that basis, it was clear from the delegates that they have identified that perhaps the Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa possesses that quality of leadership that they're looking for, that might take the ANC forward and also take South Africa forward as a collective. So at this stage, yes, his name is perhaps top of the list, and in terms of the other leaders, it's a bit sketchy, as there's very minimal information that is coming out, and for us to stand here and just throw it in the hat is perhaps risking it.
All right, Patricia, I'm going to let you go for now, so you keep our ears and eyes on the ground for us. We'll chat to you later. That is our reporter, Patricia Visachi, coming to you from Irene in Pretoria, where the Gauteng ANC PGC is currently taking place. This is PM News.